if you're looking at that Dallas defense, does anything stick out to you, Kevin?
Yeah, it does. I heard today that the Cowboys play man coverage over 40% of the time. So I'm looking at a game like the Seahawks and Cowboys from a couple Thursdays ago when the Seahawks really opened up the game by using that deep pass and the vertical threat with DK Metcalf. And as a Tyler Lockett owner, I don't think Lockett did much that game, but DK Metcalf is their wide receiver one, and he was the reason why that game was so close. So I think that this has to be a game where Stephon Diggs has to get back to being Stephon Diggs. And it's been nice because, like we talked about earlier in the show, you're seeing the production from guys like James Cook, Ty Johnson, Dalton Kincaid, Khalil Shakir. So it's been nice that the Bills haven't had to rely on Diggs and Davis ever since Joe Brady took over. But for a game like this, you want your top dog to be your top dog. And Diggs hasn't gone over 100 since the Giants game. Now, he's been solid, but he's been held in check multiple weeks now. So he definitely is going to want to eat. And I really wish that we could be seeing a matchup between the Diggs brothers. But if Trayvon Diggs was going to tear his ACL, I mean, what a replacement with Deron Bland there, a fifth-round rookie or a fifth-round draft pick from the 2022 draft. And he has 8 interceptions, and he's ran back 5 or 6 of them?
Yeah. I mean, he's got the record. It's been an insane kind of boost for him. It's something we'll never see again, but I don't want to say pick sixes are lucky, but they're kind of like fumble recovers, and how far you return the interception is definitely something that I think is an interesting statistic. I don't think it's definitely like all just because you made a good interception. Sometimes it does go your way. So
let's kind of segue that into constructing the game plan here for the Bills, because going off of that point, I think this is going to have to be a game where Josh Allen puts the team on his back. But that being said, they're going to need the run game to mix in well, and they're going to have to be able to turn to James Cook. But on the flip side, I like the wheel routes and the screen passes. So at the end of the day, I'm not saying that James Cook has to have 20 rushes, but I want to see James Cook have 20 touches because he is one of the most dynamic weapons for the Bills. That being said, going back to my Diggs point, I think this is a game where you have to target him at least 10, if not more times. And then you're going to want him to have at least 7, 8, 9 receptions, eclipse 100 yards, and maybe try to open up the vertical passing game and go deep a little bit. And, Gabe Davis has been held in check. So maybe you look to him because maybe Stephon Gilmore is going to be locking up Stephon Diggs, or maybe he's going to be following him around or shadowing him. And I know we just got done talking about Deron Bland being that sticky cornerback who is just having a net for the ball this year. But Josh might be inclined to look at Davis a little bit more this week because Gilmore has been really solid. Or if you look underneath, that's, again, where Dalton Kincaid, Khalil Shakir, and James Cook come into play. So I guess just to wrap this up for my game plan, Kevin, I think that this has to be a huge offensive output for this Bills team. They have to keep building on what they've been working on with Joe Brady, but then just take it to the next level because the competition is going to be to the next level this Sunday against Dallas.